Hey guys, I'm going to do a video real quick. This one for the fight night this weekend. I'm very excited for the main event of it. Chito Vera against Sandhagen. So let's get into the top 3 fights of the night. First up, we've got Landwehr against Lingo. Both of these guys on a 2-fight win streak. Lingo's very decently well-rounded, but Landwehr's got a lot more experience than Lingo does, about twice as many fights as he does, and that experience is definitely going to come into play. And with Landwehr's last fight, getting a fight of the night victory, in a fight where he really showed that he's just got the grit and the determination to keep pushing forward regardless of what happens in the fight. So I'm going to be taking Landwehr. And moving on to the co-main event, Holm against Yana Kunitskaya. Holm's last fight was about a year ago. Yana Kunitskaya's last fight was about 2 years ago. And a lot of people think that she was pregnant during that last fight, but that's besides the fact. It doesn't change the fact that before she had her baby with her husband, Thiago Santos, she's a very well-rounded fighter. She can get it done anywhere, but mostly a decision machine. A lot of her wins come by way of decision, and I think that's probably what's going to happen in this fight. Someone's going to win it by decision, but I feel like it's not going to be Yana Kunitskaya. I feel that Holm, with her experience and her more recent activity inside of the octagon, I feel she's going to be able to win a decision victory here, considering both girls really kind of prefer to stay on the feet or go to the clinch, but for the most part, they don't really like to go down to the ground. So this will most likely be a stand-up clinch up against the fence type of fight. And just like the last fight, I feel like Holm's experience is going to come into play, and I feel like she's going to be able to edge out a victory by decision, especially considering her last few fights were close decision losses, but in fights where some people were arguing that Holly should have won that fight by decision. And Yana's been out for a little bit. She just had a baby, and going through pregnancy is without a doubt going to have effect on a fighter. So I'm going to take Holm for this fight. And now to the main event, Chito Vera against Sandhagen. We were supposed to get this last month, but it got pushed back, and I'm very excited for this fight. I know a lot of people who are looking forward to this fight. This is going to be a war. Both guys are so durable that I feel like there's not going to be a finish, and I feel like that was Chito's best way of winning. And I feel like Corey is more geared to being able to win by decision. Both guys have become so technically sound in the striking and so well-rounded throughout their careers. And now here they are finally meeting each other inside of the octagon, and it's going to make for an exciting fight. Now, in terms of their recent activity, both of them are coming off of a win in their last fight. Corey beating Song Yadong in his last fight, and Chito's last fight was against Dominic Cruz. But if we go further back than that, Chito's on a 4-fight winning streak, where he has been finishing just about every opponent that he's faced. And Corey, before beating Song Yadong, was coming off of 2 back-to-back losses to Petr Yan and TJ Dillashaw. Fights that went the full distance, all 25 minutes, and were very close fights. I think they were both split decisions, if I remember correctly. And in both of those fights, there were fans who completely defended Corey and thought that he won the fight. And in his last fight with Song Yadong, he looked so complete. It was unbelievable to see, because you could see him putting it all together. Now, as for Chito's last fight, he was losing every round of that fight, or at least that's what I thought. That's what a lot of people thought. A lot of people had it at least 3-1. Now, a lot of people had given those first 3 rounds to Dominic Cruz in Chito's last fight, and then Chito managed to land a big head kick in the 4th round, resulting in a knockout. But I feel like with him facing Sandhagen, who is so similar to him in both the way that they fight, they're both the same age. Corey's only 2 inches taller than him. Chito has a half-inch reach advantage against him. And with both of them really putting it all together, both of them on a road to have a great career, I feel like you can't do that against Sandhagen. If Sandhagen starts taking a lead, obviously Chito's got the option to go get a knockout. And obviously he's capable of doing that. But I feel that Sandhagen is not going to allow that to happen. And I feel that Sandhagen isn't going to lose this fight. So I'm going to take Sandhagen to win this fight. And it looks like that's all I got for y'all. Hit like, subscribe, and all that.